So fun. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I propagate peperomias. It's super easy, so I wanted to show you guys different methods of propagation. So let me show you first of all what I'm going to be propagating. Today I'm going to be propagating Pink Lady Peperomia. So this is one of the mother plants that I'm going to be propagating from. I'm just going to be taking the larger leaves. So the reason why I decided to propagate these pink ladies is because I still have a huge audience waiting on these beautiful pink ladies. So I basically want to create more to share the love to everyone, and in hopes that people can cross off this plant off their wish list if it's on your wish list. So first, let's get to water propagating. Okay, so first what you want to do is basically cut from the stem where it meets the petiole. Okay, so let's take some of the older leaves first. And be sure to do this with sharp, clean scissors or shears. So here's the first little leaf that I've cut. So pretty. So I'm gonna be saving this for the water propagation. Okay, here we go. Let's get another one there. I like to go for the larger, more mature leaves, which is why I cut this one off as well. Let's go to another one. Here we go again. So essentially I'm just taking the lower leaves off, like the larger leaves. I'm kind of curious. So notice how this one doesn't have much pink variegation. I'm curious what that's going to be putting out. So I'm just going to test this out still. Let's take a few super splashy ones to see what happens. And then maybe we'll even do some of the hot pink ones so that, just for a test, you know, just to see what we can get out of it. These peperomias grow pretty quickly, I find, and the more humidity that I give it, the greater the pink variegation is. It's also sitting pretty close to my south-facing window. I would say maybe about 2 meters or so, 1 meter to 2 meters. So basically, I have humidity pumping on these right from the morning. On most sunny days, that's when I'll make sure my humidifier's on. So it's really getting the full benefits of being in a warm environment and plus getting humidity. So that's what gives these super pinkish leaves. I did notice though, if it's in direct sunlight, sometimes it can start to fade the leaves a little bit. So make sure it gets ample amounts of humidity as well as light. And with the increased humidity, you'll notice the leaves also will be larger too. So if you don't have a humidifier already, I suggest investing in a humidifier so your plant can get full benefit and grow super big and healthy and basically ensure that they're happy. Okay, so we'll move these out of frame or off to the side. So here are all my cuttings.
You take a quick photo of this.
Okay, so that's that. First, let's talk about water propagation. So here's an example of a leaf that I was water propagating. And funny enough, I already noticed little leaves starting to come out from the bottom. So I'm super excited to plant this. So what I'm actually going to do is put some of my liquid dirt water. So liquid dirt is a fertilizer that is super safe. I like to make sure it's super diluted. So I follow the instructions on the package. Just recently in a few of my posts, I was explaining how I really like to use liquid dirt. So here is the water. It's a little bit, it looks almost like a little dirty, but but that's what liquid dirt is. It looks like literally dirt as liquid in a cup. So for the water propagation, I'm going to grab smaller leaves. Okay, so we're just going to place that. Hopefully you guys can see that there. We're going to place a few of them in there. Here we go.
Cheers.
So the next method that I'm going to be showing you is the in-soil propagation. So this container is just a clear container from the dollar store. It doesn't have any holes or anything. It also comes with a lid. There's going to be two methods that I'm going to be showing you that are going to do well in soil. So one of them is literally cutting straight across the leaf. And then basically planting in the leaf into the soil, and then also a few from the stem here. I just recently bought these on Amazon. It came in a pack of 6, I want to say. What I wanted to use this for was actually just for the ease of watering plants that are in smaller pots, or plants that I don't really want to take down from where they are. Basically, it's a controlled squeeze tip. So I'm going to show you guys how I water the soil to prep for these cuttings. Oh, so fun. Okay, don't tip it too much because it kind of drips. But maybe that's because I didn't close it properly. Okay, so you're just going to moisten the soil. I didn't ask for you, Siri. Anyways, I'm going to moisten the soil. Make sure it's not wet and it's just moist. When you put the lid on, it's going to create a lot of humidity, which then is going to create a lot of moisture and then also keep the soil moist. I did a watermelon peperomia propagation, and I didn't have to water it quite often. It was super moist with the lid on. So all I did was take off the lid for the air to circulate and just to air out. And then once in a while, I would give it a mist watering for the soil. So I found that was perfect, but we'll see. Every container you use will be a little bit different. So I'm just gonna keep spraying that until it's moist throughout the container. So this is just potting mix mixed with a little bit of cactus soil and some perlite. I did, however, scoop a little bit of the cocoa husks while I was taking it out of my soil container, but I'm just gonna remove those because it doesn't really need, like, you know, excessive drainage because I'm not going to be watering it so often. So what you're gonna do is just start with a flattened soil bed. So I'm also going to be using a little bit of rooting hormone. So this is the same rooting hormone that I've been using for all of my props. Okay, and it's basically just gel. So you just want to shake it up. Pour some into the saucer. You don't really need too much. I'm just going to use about that much there. We're just going to cut straight across the leaf. Okay, so just straight across right here. And then what you're going to do with this cutting, you're just going to dip it straight across, just right through the rooting hormone. And And then all you're going to do is, oh, let me get my mini shovel. You know, I love my tools. Okay, so you're just gonna grab your mini little shovel or a spoon, works perfectly fine as well. And then you're just going to create a little line, okay, where you can place this where you can place it directly into the soil. So kind of press that in there and then press the soil around it just to create some stability. Okay, so there's the first leaf. Okay, now since I have majority of these done, and so now we're going to be propping in the little stem into soil. So it's established. I'm literally just kind of choosing how I want to do this and just going with the flow. All right, guys, so there you have it. Here's 3 methods that I wanted to share with you. One being cutting the leaf just straight in half. The second being placing the stem directly into soil. And then the third is placing the stem into water. After it roots, you can transfer it into soil just like this, like how I did with this guy. And another thing, you want to keep an eye on the water. So just make sure the water levels never go down below its root system. And also be sure that the water is clean so you can check up on it every so often and make sure that the water is clean and fresh. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of water just between each cutting just to ensure the soil is nice and evenly moist. Okay. Just give a little drizzle there, little light drizzles. I don't want to start with it too heavy-handed with the soil being too wet, which is why I'm just lightly kind of going over it. Basically from here, what you're going to do is just close the lid and place this directly under sun, and it's going to be thriving. It's just going to thrive. It's going to take off. And the reason why I say that with so much confidence is because I've done this with my watermelon peperomias, as I mentioned before, and it gave me so many new plants, and it was super exciting to see little watermelon babies growing. So with the new growth coming in, so I can't wait to see what kind of new growth I'll be getting with these pink ladies. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll be sharing more propagation tips like this. If you have any suggestions on what kind of videos you want to see next, please let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to get to those. So once again, hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm going to be sharing updates on those propagations on my Instagram page. So if you're not following me already, be sure to check me out at Sills Concrete Jungle. And if you've been trying to get your hands on Peperomia Pink Ladies, that's where I'll also be posting it when they're ready. So hope you guys have a great day. Take care.